Hello, adventurers. I'm your host, Connor the Necromancer. Welcome you back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. Previously on, we freed the spirit of the wood from its affliction, and in this part, we're going to talk to everyone until you're so bored of talking to people, you'll just skip over this video. Yeah. Just a forewarning, it'll be a lot of talking, so if you don't like my voice, or my voice acting, this episode may not be for you, but if you enjoy both, or you can at least handle both, and you'd like to see the outcome of all those quests that I did, then stick around, for we have a very interesting episode. The only things you missed in between videos was Linu trying to sing a song again, which, you never want Linu to do, because she has a habit of being, I don't want to say this in front of her, but she can be a little pitchy sometimes. And, if you're a spirit of the wood, you don't really appreciate pitchy. Alright, first of all, we have to talk to the Archdruid to kind of recap what happened in Spirit of the Wood, that we both saved it, and he's a druid, so he should give us a promotion to something, I don't know.
You are back. Have you had any luck?
I found one of your druids. Steadfast Orlane has returned to me. It's good to have him in the circle. Here's your 300 gold, Connor. We were overjoyed to welcome back dear Bree. Here's your 300 gold, Connor. My friend Tiriali return was welcomed by the grove. Here's 300, Connor. Nature herself is impressed with your abilities. Thank you for rescuing all the druids. I have great hope for the spirit of the wood. Good luck. But we have also found our way to that.
You are back. Have you had any luck?
I've cured the spirit of the wood. You have done very well, lad. With the spirit of the wood cured, we can return to our union with nature and her creatures without fear of destruction. Here are 500 gold pieces as promised earlier. I'm happy to have been of service. Thank you for your generosity. Good luck, my child. May the blessings of Sylvanus go with you. Thank you. Druid something. Druid master? Or druid? I don't know. I don't know how it works. Nirik. It's a miracle of luck that you've returned to us. After losing brave Sir Karhathis to the Black Wolf, we can't help but overly concerned for your welfare. Now we're not gonna tell him about the people I saved. Yet. We're gonna sell some stuff. Very exciting episode so far, I know. Rainbow armor. That's kind of interesting. I don't think it's any better, though, except it does give us resistances. I think we'll use it. I mean, it's kind of worth it, really, in the long run, just have resistances to things. Okay, we're gonna sell this spell, and this spell. Ooh, what's this? Not for me. You don't need that. What are you? Elven Court Bow. Very nice, but I don't need it. Whoa, that was a lot of money. Greater Cloak of Protection versus Law. So, any lawful. That's very, very specific. So, goodbye. But I don't think there are many lawful characters that you'll come across. I need this. Nymph's hair is kind of weird, but we'll keep it, because why not? Guestwing, probably keep that. Probably relevant. Oh yeah, we need that. Never mind. We're not getting rid of that. Keep the silver ring. Okay, can't sell these because they're not worth anything. So I should probably stop trying then. Probably relevant to something I'm forgetting. Goodbye. Goodbye. We don't need the Sword Coast book. We can take that. Might as well keep that. Don't need that. What are you? Of Hill Giant. Already have it. Goodbye. Next. Oh my. Okay, so we don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need you. I assume you're Rainbow Armor again. Yes, you are. I can sell you for 2,000 gold pieces. Jeez. You could keep all those. But, we can... I kind of want to keep it, because I'm sentimental. Ugh, 2 sorcerer things. Ugh. Realm's Journal. Okay, good. I was gonna say, I didn't find his ring. So, I was a little concerned that I had sold it, which would be very unfortunate. Alright, let's tell Aribeth of the goings-on and not pretend we did, like last time. Okay. Port... No, this is... Is it Port Last? It is, isn't it? Well, we're gonna say it is, because I can't remember. It's an... Yeah, I am. Okay, I was gonna say. That just destroys my computer as well. Alright, Aribeth.
I am pleased to see that you remain safe, my friend. Lord Nasher tells me he is confident of your success, though I do worry at the danger in which you place yourself.
Thank you,
Have
Aribeth.
you yet discovered any new information on the cult?
I have located some information about the cult.
This is good news. What have you discovered?
Show her the letter to Solomon. It didn't look like that.
The cult sought to strike against you through an agent, did they? Fortunate for us that their efforts proved fruitless.
Indeed. Can I use this? No, okay.
While this information you bring is incredibly valuable, it still does not tell us where the cult is based. We need that information if we are to strike at them. Fortunately, it does mention where more cultists may be found. Charwood and the Neverwinter Woods. Search those places, perhaps, for the information we seek. Have you found any other information?
Well, yeah, the thing you actually want. Yeah, his journal is just a big school.
One can only wonder what this cult might have done had their plans in the Neverwinter Wood been successful.
Yeah, it's concerning.
This information suggests that this Mogrim and his cult are to be found within Luskan. I do wonder, however, if this is not some attempt on their part to deceive us. Perhaps they meant for you to find this?
Maybe.
I would like you to continue your investigation, just in case. I need a second piece of information that supports the first to be absolutely certain it is the truth. We can afford no mistake.
Fair enough.
Then I wish you luck.
Oh god, rainbow armor does not look good when you put it on. Thank you, Aribeth, but we also have a story to hear from you.
Pleased to see that you... Have you yet discovered any new information? I did say that, didn't I? Are you sure you wish to hear the tale? It is not an exciting one, and I would not wish to bore you.
Connor spacebar? No, I want to hear it.
As you wish. Do not complain later, however, if you find the tale does not live up to your expectations. I am, after all, no bard. Where should I begin? My family lived in a human village in the wildlands of the northern mountains, and I once longed
gonna sit
for
back and
nothing
enjoy.
more than to be a skilled hunter, as my father was. The village was destroyed when the orcs marched and attacked the Southlands.
Orcs have a habit of
My
that.
family was killed, though I survived. For years I thought of little but wreaking bloody vengeance upon the orcs. I stalked the crags with my bow, mercilessly killing all I crossed.
Doesn't sound like you at all.
Indeed, I was much different then. My vengeance consumed me, and I dealt death at every turn, but I had no peace. On the 5th winter of my hunt, I stalked an orc tribe deep into the spine of the world, and encountered a blizzard so terrible I could do naught but camp and pray.
The Swine of the World is actually found in another D&D game called Icewind Dale, which may or may not be featured on this channel.
The blizzard was merciless and lasted days, and as I lay dying in the snow and wind, I spotted a human man approaching. I thought I was mad. He was tall and strong, though I noticed he was missing his right hand. The cold did not seem to affect him, and he looked down at me kindly and picked me up from the snow without effort. I remembered nothing beyond that. When I awoke, I found myself at a small ilmitary monastery near the city of Silvery Moon. The monks told me I had nearly died.
Who was the man that saved you?
I have often thought that he was none other than an avatar of Tyr himself, the Lord of Justice. Though, perhaps that is presumptuous of me. Whoever he was, the ilmitary monks had not seen him bring me, and I never saw him again. Or perhaps I should say, I never saw him in person. He came to me time and time again in my dreams for many months afterwards, telling me that my vengeance would bring no true justice. I refused him at first, determined to return to my bloody hunt. The dreams came more frequently, and the man grew more stern with me. The path lay elsewhere, I was told, and reluctantly I left the mountains and came to Neverwinter and entered the service of Tyr. The dreams never came again. Tyr's
happened then?
clerics took me in, and over time I learned their ways and grew to admire the maimed god. I chose to champion justice instead as his paladin, and found peace at long last.
Very nice.
My dedication saw me rise through the ranks, and it was much later that I encountered the young acolyte Fenthic, and knew that I had found my true path at last.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sadden you.
No, I thank you. Thank you for listening to my tale. You have been a great comfort to me. I am glad that you have come to work for Lord Nasher. You have so many admirable qualities, he could not be better served.
Continue.
I would be glad to call you a friend. Tia only knows that finding a friend
Whoa,
in
slow down
times
there,
like
lady.
these is difficult enough. I hope you feel the same.
I do.
I am glad, my friend. Let us return to the subject of your mission, then.
I'll go now.
Then I wish you well, my friend. Return to me as soon as you can.
Oh.
It is good to see you again. At times I worry that you have taken on too much responsibility yourself. Yet always you surprise me with your resourcefulness and success. Have you yet discovered any new information on the cult?
You seem angry. Is something wrong?
I am angry. I have been thinking more and more of how Fenthic met his end, and how I did nothing to stop it, and I grow even more angry.
Her model is just great.
Fenthic devoted his entire life to the service of justice and the performance of his duty, just as I have. And what did he get for it? Discarded. Discarded by his liege lord to appease the witless masses. Discarded by his god for one foolish mistake. Tell me why I shouldn't be angry.
I don't want to. I kind of feel like suggesting Fendic that she should be angry at him would be a bad idea, but I also think we're gonna do it.
Fenthic deserves plenty of my ire as well.
Pick the right one.
Stupid fool! If only he had been less trusting, less devoted, he never would have ended as he did.
True.
And so Fenthic got his final reward. Thank you, Tia, Lord of Justice, for aiding your faithful servant. Shall I be next, then?
Things aren't looking good with Aribeth.
Shall I, too, end my life a traitor? Executed for being too adhered to my duty to question injustice when I see it? Will Tyr abandon me then, too?
What has brought this on all of a sudden?
I don't know. Tyr brought me here, put me on this path. I want to know why. Why teach me true justice and then throw it in my face? All I know is that I am tired of being sad. I am tired of feeling helpless. I feel guilty for questioning myself, but I feel I must be questioned. Vengeance is not Tyr's way, but I fear I see no justice being done here. There is no justice to be had for Fenthic, only vengeance, and I cannot do it. Perhaps it is just the dreams. They continue to come and get worse each night. I hear voices crying out, so many voices.
The dreams have gotten worse?
I see Fenthic killed before me over and over. I hear laughter, and so many crying out to me for help. I almost cannot bear it. Promise me as my dearest friend, that you will find this cult and visit upon them the vengeance that I cannot.
I promise.
Thank you, my friend. It is all I can think of to silence the dreams. I must do something, and to have you help me brings me great relief. You have been a fine friend. Here, take this. It is a ring that belonged to my father. I want you to have it. Let it symbolize our friendship. Perhaps if something were to happen to me, it would remind you of me in days to come.
What do you mean?
I don't mean anything, my friend. It is simply fatigue and worry that make me speak such. Please, take the ring.
Yeah,
That
take it.
makes me glad. You do me a great honor by carrying it. Let us speak more later. Go, find where the heart of this cult resides, and return to me. I wish you luck with all my heart.
Now, whoa, I did not mean to do that. That's how you ruin the moment. Whoops. Yeah, I paid 150 gold to teleport a place I could walk to. So this ring is very, 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 very important. Because something will happen later. I don't want to give away what. It's kind of hinted at there. But something, and this ring is very, very important if you want to do a very, very nice thing. Or if you want to start a romance with Aribeth. So it's already kind of started here. The seeds have been planted. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see if Erangel has anything to talk about. I don't think so.
May the luck of the gods be yours.
Alright, let's talk to Linu and hopefully figure out what she actually wants me to do.
Hey there, dear. What can I do for you?
I just want to talk for a while. I love chatting with you, but don't you think we should focus on your mission right now? I'd like you to tell more of your tale, Linu. You want me to know how Sith won my heart, Connor? I guess I could tell you about it. I couldn't face Seth after our embarrassing encounter. I had decided never to be near him again. Easier said than done when dealing with a daring adventurer. One night he scaled the 10-story wall of my parents' home and climbed in through the window. What happened? As he began to quietly serenade me, I sat bolt right up in the bed and opened my mouth to scream. He jumped toward me to quiet me, but I didn't know it was him, so I brought my foot and kicked him in the jaw. He stumbled backwards, out onto the balcony. I leapt to continue my attack, but when I got to the balcony, I saw his face in the moonlight. He was holding his jaw, his face wrinkled in pain. You mean you broke his jaw? I just bruised him, but it must have hurt a lot because when I realized what I had done, I moved to help him, but he must have thought I was attacking him again. He leapt over the edge of the balcony since he didn't want to have to hurt me or stop me, or so he said later. I thought he would fall and kill himself, so I ran over to stop him. He grabbed the edge of the balcony between the rails, and I was trying to swing himself toward the lower terrace. I didn't see his fingers go, though. Don't tell me. I stepped on his right foot, causing him to slip off the edge. He managed to hang on with his left hand, though. Fearing he would die, I called on Sahanine for the strength to save him. I felt power flow into my muscles, and I reached over the edge, grabbing his hand. I pulled, heard a large popping sound, and hurled him over the wall, dislocating his shoulder and all. Well, at least he survived. I don't think he was terribly thankful at first. He just lay there on the balcony trying to hold his shoulder and rub his jaw. I was trying to apologize, but he just kept begging me not to touch him. Finally, I got frustrated with his protest, and I grabbed his shoulder, popped it into place, and then cast a healing spell on him to relieve the pain. Did he forgive you? I never gave him the chance to think about it. I helped him up, kissed him silently, then led him into my bedchambers, and removed any thought of flight from his mind. Good for you. We were very close after that night. We married a year later. Those are the happiest years of my life. I wish they could have lasted. What do you mean? What happened? I can't talk about that right now. These memories are too unpleasant. Let's not speak of such things, sweet Connor. We must hunt down the cult responsible for the Wailing Death. Perhaps we can speak of this later, when the time is right. So our quest gets postponed once again. Let's how hopefully we can level up so we can hear that, because I really would like to just wrap that up. I don't want to have that lingering about. Well, thank you everyone for joining me on this very talkative and possibly boring part. At least we have more on Aribeth, and we get more of her sad story to it. Well, thank you everyone again for joining me. I hope you stick around for some more adventuring. Good luck, adventurers, and farewell.